All right, shalom everybody. Peace to those who love peace and no peace for the wicked man, the Lord said. Today we have a collection of comedy. You remember this guy, Muslim Lantern? I don't know if you remember when last time I went to debate him in his channel, and the coward, he blocked us one after one, and he started calling us names. And all what I said, that is debate, you know. In fact, in that video, if you remember, he even called his prophet fasiq. He said, actually, the video is there, you know, he called his prophet fasiq, which means wicked. I will remind you a little bit about what happened at that day, and then we will continue with these videos. Please don't invite your friends and don't share, because I know you are a bunch of lazy, but I will do what I need to do. Who care who support, who care who do not.
I don't know, they want to propose or something. I don't use Discord anyways.
They want to propose or something? He's a gay. So we are asking him, you know, give us your Discord, something to call you. He says, I don't know, maybe he want to propose or something. Propose. He's a gay, you know, all of them, they are gays. Muhammad is a gay. Anyway, so we are coming to debate them. You see, we are not calling names, we are not using bad language. This guy, he will speak to everybody, but the second he see my name, look at him, look at his face. A bunch of cowards. He want to speak to anyone who do not know Islam. You know, good logic. He don't speak Arabic. Anyone, it's okay, as long you cannot really corner them and you speak the language, then you are fine, because we can get away with it.
So, I don't know how would you ask for my Discord when I don't use one.
All of this is reading the chat, by the way. The chat where I am asking him to debate. Find which minute he spoke at the end? To jump there?
Who said someone can be dal but not fast? That's not what I said.
Look what he just said. He said, who said that someone can be dal and not fasiq? This donkey, he is a certified donkey. He just called his prophet wicked. He said, you cannot be dal without being wicked. Dal, lost. Lost from, you know, you're lost. Like, you don't know God, you are not a believer, you are not a good man. This is what lost mean in every language, in every religion. So he said, who said you can be dal and you are not fasiq? Let me play it again.
So, I don't know how would you ask for my Discord when I don't use one.
Anyone find which minute he spoke at the end? To jump there?
Who said someone can be dal but not fast? That's not what I said. Go back to what I said.
Hold on, we found it. Who said you can be dal but you are not fasiq? This is his stupid Quran describing his prophet Muhammad as dal. This is why this donkey, he will never dare to get close to me. So the Quran says all this is about dal. Look, this is all dal, you know, dal. And he confirmed you cannot be dal without being wicked. The second you are dal, you are wicked. All right. But this is what the Quran said about Muhammad. وجدك ضالا فهدى. This guy, this guy is a certified donkey. He claimed that he have knowledge. Look what he just said. He said, who said you can be dal? You see the word dal? Dal. And you are not wicked. The Quran says, we found you dal. The Muslim translation saying unaware, this is false. Dal, as he said, dal mean wicked. He just said that in his book, but this verse is about Muhammad. All right. So this is who he is. We went to debate him. The coward, he asked his admin to block us. He could not, he knew he is no match. Minute number 59, even the question appeared on the screen. Let me go back a little bit. 59, 30 something. Slowly. Now, listen carefully. I will freeze the page, the screen, so you can see the comment.
Who said someone can be dal but not a fasiq? That's not what I said. You go back to what I said to understand what I said. Said if you are a dal, you have to be a fasiq.
Did you hear it? If you are a dal, you have to be a fasiq. Muhammad is dal. وجدك ضالا فهدى. Change the translator. See, the Muslim, this is how hypocrite they are. When they want to translate the word dal as lost, as wicked, as filthy, suddenly it is unaware, mean unaware. Unaware, what does that mean? Which language? Look, we just changed the translator. He didn't find you the rin. But this idiot, he just said the truth. Muhammad is a wicked man. He said you cannot be dal and you are not fasiq. Both, they have to come together. Fasiq is not only wicked, it means you are corrupt to the bones. Just to show you how this idiot is just a kid trying to make himself he knew his religion. And he tried his best to defend his stupid book by what? By lying. Listen to this comedy.
What do you know about Islam?
It contains inconsistencies.
Have you read them yourself?
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
Quran says the sun submerges into a muddy lake. That's how
The
we
second
have
thing-
night and day.
Where
Okay.
does the Quran say the sun submerges into a muddy lake and this is how we have day and night? Go ahead. Let me read it now.
Sure.
Here. Until he reached the sun setting point, which appeared to him to be sitting in a spring of murky water.
This is what the Quran is saying. This is what the Quran is saying. I mean, can you believe it? How filthy, low class, trashy, corrupt he is. He is corrupting his own corrupted book. Let me show you in the screen what this is. His video made by him, by the way. This is not. This is his channel. Until he reached the sun setting point. This is what the Quran is saying. Which appeared to him to be sitting in a spring of murky water. The Quran says which appeared to him. Continue.
In a spring of murky water. So where does it say here the sun sits in a pool of muddy water, murky water? And where does it say this is how we have day and night? Elaborate now.
You can interpret this however you like.
Come on, be sincere. How are you claiming I'm interpreting when I didn't say anything? I just read the verse, literally, word for word. That's it.
Obviously,
Let us go to the verse, and everybody will see in a second that you are a scumbag. Appear to him. I have a challenge to this potato. If any Muslim can hear me, if this guy he have the guts to show us the word appear in Arabic where it shows, I will shave my 27-meter beard. I want you to teach me Arabic where we can find the word says appear to him, where we can find it. The sitting point, what point? There's a sitting point? I did not give interpretation. I just read the verse word by word. He said, I just read the verse word by word. Do you see how they lie trying to defend their garbage? Guys, we have only 510 people. If this potato, he go live on air, he will have 3,000 watching him. You are disrespecting me. Seriously. When this kid, he's a kid, and he is stupid. And we can get him busted in a second. When he go live, he have 3,000 people watching him. I go live, I have 500. Shame on you.